Today we're going to be making a simple side dish of canned potatoes. Food is just outrageous. I mean, even potatoes, they're like $10 a bag. So I got these at the Dollar Tree for $1.25, and the only ingredients in here is potatoes, salt, and water. There are no other additives in these potatoes. So we're going to use 3 cans, and we're going to get started right now. So I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and I've also drained my canned potatoes. Now I'm just going to take a sheet pan with a paper towel, and I'm going to drain, I've already drained my potatoes, so I'm just going to lay them out onto this paper towel. They don't have to be perfectly dry, but we don't want them so wet when they go into the oven. And this is just a great way to make sure you get them all. This is just a great way to kind of dry them off so they'll get a little bit of color on them. So I love using a canned potato for mini soups, anything. So now I'm just going to put a paper towel over the top of these and kind of let them soak up some of that extra water. We're going to set that to the side. We've got a casserole dish. This is just like a small casserole dish, like an 8x5. And we're going to make our casserole in this. This is a cute little fall dish I bought a couple years ago, and I just love it. Now we are going to be taking our medium-sized onion, and we're going to slice it. If you have a mandolin, you can do that because we want it just like that. These onions always make me cry. If you have a great way, if you know a way to slice an onion without crying, please let me know. Let's finish this up. And I also took out some little frozen bacon bits. I bought these at Sam's. They're the pure bacon bits, and they're real bacon. So I am going to heat some up in my cast iron pan, and yes, I use a cast iron pan on my electric stove top. So anyway, I'm going to get that and kind of put that on a little bit medium-high heat. And I want to heat up these bacon bits because they taste better. And I keep mine in the freezer because I can never use all those bacon bits at one time. So we are going to throw a little bit of these bacon bits inside of the pan and heat them up. It's going to be so good. And then I just pop them back in my freezer. Whew, my eyes are still running. I get those onions away from me. And please make sure your bacon bits are the real bacon, because it will change the bacon bits will change the flavor. And I'm so sorry about my eyes. I just had 2 eye surgeries, and so my eyes are so sensitive. So sorry. We're going to take our potatoes and just start lining them up in our dish. We want them turned sideways. The good thing about these, they're already cooked. And if you do get a bad one, just take it out. It's not a biggie. Onions that we sliced, we're just going to cut them in half. Just like that. Take a little bit of onion. Not between every potato, but maybe every little bit. We're just going to Put our onions in there, and they're going to heat up and turn warm. But we kind of want them this way. Kind of put them in between the potatoes. Just put your onions right in between the potatoes and go around. Now we're going to take our other potatoes and just kind of line them up in the center. Just kind of give it a cute little design. Whatever how you want to do it. I just fill in the little holes. And then I've got my raw onion right in there. It's going to give those potatoes a lot of flavor. Okay, now we're going to take our bacon bits, and they are warm, and we're just going to put them on a little sheet pan. So now we're going to put in a teaspoon of salt because we want to draw out some of the water in this. And then maybe a teaspoon of pepper. Oh my goodness, as soon as I did that, you can smell, just smell those onions come alive. So 3 cans makes a huge dish, and I think it's a very pretty dish also. So we're getting those onions caramelized. Gonna turn it up just a little bit. And this is our bacon bits. Look how, oh, they're so crispy. Oh yeah, y'all. Okay, now we're gonna put in we're gonna turn off our heat. And we're gonna put in 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Now we're going to put in our bacon bits. Now we're just going to pour these onions and bacon all over the casserole and butter. Make sure we kind of get it all coated a little bit. We're going to put it into a preheated oven at 350 degrees for about 45 minutes. Now we have our casserole out of the oven. We're going to do one more step. Okay, we are going to our potatoes, we are going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. We're going to melt it right in the dish. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of salt because I do not salt my potatoes or my corn, and I probably should have stated that. If you notice, I didn't put the salt until last. I'm going to add a little bit of salt right now. About a teaspoon. And I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of the pepper. I'm going to take my butter and I'm just going to pour all around. Make sure I get it. We have our potato casserole. And the reason I don't like to salt mine my potatoes or my corn or anything like that, because I think it tastes better afterwards. I just do. Like if you have a baked potato, you put the salt on the outside, but you have to put salt on the inside. I just think it tastes better. It brings out the flavor in it if you do it last. We don't want a lot of moisture in the potatoes, and when you add salt, it pulls out a lot of liquid. And so I like to do this so you can keep your pretty shape of your casserole. So now let's try it. Okay, I'm just going to go in here. I'm going to kind of scoop out the middle right here. Get some of that juice and bacon and onion. Make sure you get it all in there. That looks so good. That is canned potatoes. Oh my gosh.